Obey my command at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Anything from here on up is good. From here on up is good. Touch gloves. Good luck.
Alan Huggins, the referee. The latest chapter of Mexico versus Mexico. Mano versus Mano about to be authored here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. These promise to display more heart than Le Jour de l'Amour coming up later this month. And here we go.
Buckle your seatbelts for this one. And already they're getting after it.
Where's that feeling out process, Abner?
Bends those knees, he gets in low. Speaking of Cruz.
See Cruz digging in deep with those left hands to the body. For as big as Fierro is, you see the height advantage, the nearly 7-inch reach advantage. We never expected that to be part of his game plan, and it's not.
42 of 77 punches, while Fierro, 24 of 78. So while they threw the same amount, it was Cruz doubling them up in connections.
Big left hook from Cruz there again.
Oh, another left hook upstairs by Cruz.
And I was just going to say that in the last round, I like what Fierro did in the last second, which was counterpunch. And that's what he needs to do against Cruz.
And
use that jab and counterpunch. Wait for Cruz to make mistakes.
Almost
to open
half
up.
of Cruz's power connects were body punches. Cruz going upstairs, sweeping left hook, right hand, just stalking.
Yeah.
Midway through the second. Oh, punch by Cruz, and culminates that combination with a chopping right hand upstairs.
That was definitely the definition of a bolo punch, how he threw it.
Sugar Ray, baby, Sugar Ray.
Fierro's taking his power shots well, though. Look, this is a Tijuana kid. He's had Eric Morales as a mentor from the beginning of his career. At one point, Morales trained him, and you have to understand, these are the fights Fierro prefers to be in.
Left hook to the body by Fierro. And now he goes to the body, but not as much power behind his punches that we've seen from Cruz thus far. Cruz, beautiful. Lead left hook to the body, right hand upstairs. Fierro, like Brian said, there's a right hand, but fewer and farther between here. There's a right uppercut by Fierro, able to escape off the ropes, but on his back foot. Fierro unable to sit down on his punches, unable to really get set because of that pressure.
And giving him a chance to by crowding him with those short hooks inside. Oh, big right hand from Fierro.
Yes, Fierro comes back. And there lands another right, and here we go, toe-to-toe what the fans expected.
Yeah, he does. He's the smaller guy, always leading with the head.
Right now, hanging tough with him here in the fourth frame.
Well, it's hard to compare Fierro.
Oh, wow.
It's hard to compare Fierro to a Hall of Famer like Morales, but one thing about Eric Morales, when you hit him, he wanted to get that receipt back right away. You're seeing that same spirit out of Fierro.
Yeah, we are definitely. When Morero hit him, he'll come back with a combination of his own. And that's what we're seeing tonight against these two fighters.
To the body, Fierro goes upstairs with a combination before the final bell.
See that focused body attack this round from Pitbull, but he's getting countered with the right hand by Fierro.
There was a good right hand upstairs by Pitbull. Leads with the right like Benavidez does, and went downstairs with a left hook to the liver. Right uppercut misses for Cruz. Nice combination from Fierro.
Really good. Oof. Beautiful overhand right from Fierro as well.
Pitbull landed a career-best 39 power shots in round one, and his power connects, well, they have dropped each round down to 18 only in round four, Brian.
Fierro certainly working his way back into the fight. He's got the respect of Cruz, and this is becoming the mano-a-mano fight we all signed up for coming in.
We are through the midway point of the fifth round and the fight, and now Cruz connecting on Fierro. Corralled him in the corner momentarily. Counter right hand just misses for Fierro. Leads with the right hook and scores upstairs. There's a clipping right hand by Cruz. Cruz just 25 years old. Fierro just 26 yet to enter their physical primes, but at the lower weights, we know those primes don't last long.
Especially when someone like Pitbull turning pro at age 16.
Combination and culminating with a power punches. It's a good night at the office. If you land 50%, it's a great night. Cruz is landing 53% of his power punches. A sensational night thus far for the diminutive Dynamo. And our unofficial score, Larry Hazard has Fierro trailing by 3 points on his scorecard. He gave Cruz the first 2 rounds. Fierro coming on.
Yeah, exactly. Coming on as far as putting pressure now in this round, Fierro, despite him taking punches.
58-56 through 6 on his unofficial scorecard for Cruz. So things are getting closer.
Yeah, and I can see what the game plan was now just by listening to the corner.
Fierro avoiding that sweeping left hook and lands the jab. Cruz commits to the body again. A minute left. Nice. Another body shot. Oh, good combination.
I think that was allowed in this fight.
There's a counter right hand that landed for Fierro.
Talks of a possible Ryan Garcia fight, and he felt he'd been overlooked, and he's fighting that way up to this point.
It's a good personal, he said.
Remember, this is Cruz's bounce back from that Valenzuela fight. He wanted to send a big message. He may be getting an edge when it comes to rounds, but Fierro just isn't going anywhere.
Samples, but in terms of the commemorative Aztec Warrior Championship belt, especially when you honor a guy like Israel Vasquez, and for my money, the first 3 fights between Vasquez and Rafael Marquez, maybe the greatest trilogy that I've ever witnessed. I know there was a quadrology there, but in this fight, these 2 are living up to the symbolism of that belt, Brian.
And no doubt, this was about honoring the Mexican heritage. These 2 are certainly doing that, and then some at this point.
Wow, great body work. We get great fight. 2 Mexican warriors going at it, toe-to-toe. Fierro, Cruz. Great body work from Cruz right there.
If you notice, every time Cruz lands a big hook, you get a 3-punch combination immediately after from Fierro. You have to wonder how the judges are going to be scoring these exchanges.
Line about this fight, however, because Cruz and Fierro have already crashed. They've combined to throw over 1,000 punches, and we have yet to hit round 9. Oh, the left hook lands for Cruz upstairs. Fierro continues to throw back. And of course, in boxing, every round scored individually. 10-point must system. There's a right hook that lands upstairs for Cruz. We are watching them try to steal each other's souls in this scintillating scrap. Wow, lead left hook by Cruz catches Fierro on the chin.
Whether or not Fierro can ultimately pull off this upset, from the very beginning when this fight was announced, he's acted like he belongs in this ring across from Cruz.
We've talked about thrilling trilogies, Mexico versus Mexico. We could be seeing another one begin right here tonight.
I wouldn't mind watching it again. Let's get a rematch. Let's see how it ends.
Give and take. Big left hand.
Oh, big left hand and the big right hand by Cruz. And now again, just standing in front of each other, swinging with bad intentions. Oh, he gets clipped, but still standing. Let's listen to this crowd. Coming up on the final 3 minutes of what has definitely lived up to the hype. Hype, can you say Fight of the Year candidate? I knew you could.
Fierro still leaving that right hand down on the exchanges.
And Fierro is coming on in the second half of this fight, guys. He is now unofficially ahead on Larry Hazard's scorecard.
Is he ever? He's closing this fight. He's closing this round. My God, what a fight.
High drama as anticipated.
Look at this. Look at this.
A visceral display of courage, skill, and determination that defines the essence of not only Mexican boxing, but boxing, period, full stop. Viva Mexico! Viva Isaac Cruz and Angel Fierro!
All 3 in favor of the winner, truly deserving the WBC Aztec Warrior belt, Isaac Pitbull Cruz.